Hello students and welcome back. Today in this class I am going to continue with class 12 accountancy syllabus cash flow statement. In my last class I have explained to you that cash flow statement consists of three parts: operating activities, investing activities and financing activities, and I have also explained in brief that what are the items to be taken in these three activities. In today's class I will explain the first part of cash flow statement, that is only the operating activities part. How we will do the calculation of these operating activities and find out the cash inflow from there or any cash outflow if there is. So let's get started. Now I have told you in the last class that in the starting point of the cash flow statement we need to find out the net profit from the PL or the balance sheet, which will be given in the sum. So first we will find out the net profit or loss from the PL or balance sheet. After this we will make certain adjustment, like we will add if there is any depreciation of fixed asset, or we will also add some amortization of goodwill, or any loss on sale of fixed asset. So these are the few adjustments. There are also certain other adjustments over here, but these are the few important adjustments. These are the few major adjustments that are required to be made while preparation of cash flow statement. These are to be added with the net profit or loss that will be given in the sum. Now after this we have to make a statement, a summary of a statement showing the working capital changes. This summary of statement, the effect on cash flow is very important, and now I am going to show you that effect on cash flow. Here you have to add whatever amount you are going to get from these adjustments. With that amount you are going to add or deduct some items. You are going to add or deduct some items. Now what are the items that should be added and what are the items that should be deducted, that I will explain to you today. Now there are certain current assets and current liabilities in the sum that will be given in the sum in two different year ending. There are some, I repeat, there are some current assets and current liabilities that will be given in the two year endings. You have to compare the two figures of the current assets or current liabilities that will be given in the sum. Now, if there is any increase in the value of current asset, that means there is a decrease in cash inflow and thus you have to deduct it. On the other hand, if there is any decrease in the current asset, then that means there is an increase in the cash inflow and you have to add it with the net profit. So, if there is any, suppose current asset, if there is any increase in the current asset, that means there is a decrease in cash flow, which means you have to deduct it. You have to do minus with this adjustment. Or if there is any decrease in the current asset, you have to do just the reverse thing. That is, this means increase in cash flow and thus you have to add it with the net profit or with the adjustment. On the other hand, if there is any current liability and there is an increase in the current liability. Increase in the current liability means increase in cash inflow. That means you have to add it with the net profit. On the other hand, if there is any decrease in the current liability, I am using short form over here. If there is any decrease in the current liability, this means decrease in the cash flow, which means you have to deduct it from the net profit. So this is the summary of working capital changes whose adjustment you have to make it in the first part of the sum under operating activities to find out the total cash inflow or outflow from the operating activities. Now to do this adjustment, you need to know what are the current assets that will be given in the sum and what are the current liabilities that will be given in the sum. Current asset means those assets which can be easily converted into cash. For example, stock, debtors, bills receivable. These are the current assets. If those current assets are given in the sum, and if you see, compare both the year ending and see if there is any increase in the current asset, it means there is a decrease in the cash flow and you have to deduct it following the rule that I have given, following the summary that I have given. On the other hand, if there is any decrease in the current asset, it means there is increase in the cash inflow and you have to add it. On the other hand, in case of current liability, just the reverse things happens. What are the current liabilities that can be given in the sum? Say creditors or proposed dividend or provision for taxation or bills payable. These are the current liabilities that can be given over there with some outstanding expenses also. So decrease in those current liability means decrease in the cash inflow, which means you have to deduct it from the net profit, and increase in the current liabilities means increase in the cash inflow, which means you have to add it with the net profit. So this is the summary which will affect the cash inflow, and this adjustment you have to make while preparing the operating activities. After getting net profit from the sum, we will deduct or add the adjustment that will be given in the sum, and after that we will do the calculation showing the working capital changes, showing all the current asset and current liability increase or decrease. Accordingly, we have to add and deduct following this chart. So this chart is very important while preparing the operating activities. In my next class, I am going to prepare a sum. I am going to show you a sum with the help of which you can easily understand how to prepare the operating activities part or how to get the cash inflow from the operating activities. I will follow these rules, so please copy this part so that you can easily follow the class, that the sum that I am going to solve in the next class. So this is very important for preparing the operating activities, the first part of cash flow statement. So please copy this part, and I hope you have understood whatever I have explained in this class. In my next class, I will make it clear with a very important sum. So till then, goodbye.